one's charger is the computer. Since there's all the speaker stuff here, I don't want to lose this charger.
All right, thanks. All right, welcome all to Movement Yoga Morning Warm-Up. My name is Mark Cormier. I teach yoga here in San Francisco. I'm working with my wife, Kathy Cormier, this morning for a 17-minute quickie, just to get the idea out there that you don't have to devote a huge amount of time to yoga to get a huge amount of benefit. Doing it on a regular basis, albeit shorter duration, has at least as many benefits, if not more, than an extended class that you only take once or twice a week, or even less. So, and let's get going. Are you ready to go, Kath?
I'm ready.
Would you like to get some water or something?
I have water.
Okay.
I have a can of water around the corner. I'm going to get for 17 minutes.
All right, well then come on up and we'll get going. All right, we'll start with our hands on our hips, just marching it from side to side. It's just a march right here. And you give it a little stomp, waking up those feet.
Trying to be mindful of our...
Yeah, our neighbor's in back, so I think you're okay. Now balancing on one foot as we kick it off to one side. Could be a low kick, could be a less low kick. Let it be your kick as you start to define your balance here this morning. And then gravitating back to the ground, grounded through 2 feet as we rock it from side to side. And then finding your center. Grounded down through your feet, light and long through your legs, long through the spine, relaxed shoulders, long through all sides of the neck, with a soft tuck of the chin. I'll invite you to bring your hands to your heart, the light press of your thumb against your sternum as you line up each finger. Starting our practice this morning, just watching as our breath flows in and out. Like watching clouds, as those clouds drift by in the sky. As we watch the breath, I'll invite you to set an intention for your day. It could be all kinds of things, something you're thinking about, something you're moving towards. It could be as simple as be here now. It could be as simple as you're perfect, just as you are. With this intention in mind, now defining the breath as you start to lengthen and deepen the inhale and lengthen and deepen the exhale. As you breathe in, bringing the air to the top of your chest, the base of your belly, filling up each side waist, filling up both front and back planes of your body. As you breathe out, engaging your core, as you draw the low belly in and up, concurrently lifting the kidneys in and out, squeezing a little more air out. Most importantly, with that structural engagement on the exhalation, providing support for your low back as we move through these shapes and sequences, like putting a weight belt on from the inside. Inhalation takes care of itself as the diaphragm engages and draws down towards the navel to draw air into our lungs. Keeping this, finding the go-to breath in many flow practices, the Ujjayi breath, the power breath, slightly constricting the base of your throat, adding a slight sound and feel to your breath. And as we flow through our practice this morning, letting the sound and feel of your breath be a focus for your practice. Last 2 details before we start to stretch and move. I'll invite you to take the tip of your tongue to the hard palate just behind your teeth, keeping that tongue loop throughout the practice, keeping our jaws relaxed and connecting front and back planes of our bodies. Final detail before we start to stretch and move. Slight smile on your face with your lips closed. A Mona Lisa smile, opening up the front of your throat so your breath has lots of room to circulate, refresh, and revitalize. Keeping all this, lifting the chin tall through the crown. I'll invite you to roll your hands over, stretching out your wrists as you bring your hands by your side. Hands find the hips as we step 1 foot front, grounded down through the balls of the toes as we circle ankle, knee, and hip. Inviting in more prana, inviting in more flow. And then taking those circles the other way. Stepping that foot back, stepping the other foot out, grounded through the balls of those toes, circling the ankle, the knee, and the hip. And then taking those circles the other way. Stepping that foot back, bringing the knees right together, coming down and capping the knees with the hands. And circling your knees. Inviting in more prana. Inviting in more flow. And then taking those circles the other way. Now coming back up, separating the feet hip width apart. Hands behind your hips, the fingers face down. Knees a little bit soft as we circle those hips. Inviting in more prana. Inviting in more flow. And then taking those circles the other way. Bringing hips back center, pretending we have an extra set of hands, keeping the hips relatively stable. A hand on each shoulder. Starting small, circling the shoulders. And then letting that circle get bigger. Moving back towards center. Once finding center, starting small, circling the other way. And then let it get bigger. Circling back to our center. Once finding our center, hands by your side. I'll invite you to do a posture check with me. Index fingers touch the ears. Thumbs touch the shoulders. Hands touch the hips. Fingers stretch down towards the toes. A couple more times. Ears over shoulders. Ears and shoulders over hips. Ears, shoulders, hips, over heels as we stand tall. Arms in the air like you either do or don't care. Starting small, circling the shoulders one way. And then circling the hips the other. And then letting it get bigger. Full body movement. Inviting in more prana. Inviting in more flow. Back towards our center. Starting small, circling the shoulders the other way. And then hips go the other. Starting small. And then letting it get bigger. Inviting in more prana. Inviting in more flow. And then moving back towards our center. Once finding our center, hands by our side. Releasing and relaxing the shoulders. We can inhale the shoulders up towards the ears. On the exhale, let them drop as you exhale out through the mouth. And here we go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let's do 6 of these. Last one. Keeping those shoulders heavy. I'll invite you to narrow your stance as you face away from the camera, or off to the side rather. So we're going to move towards our sun cells, finding the top of the frame. You gotta set those bricks up. Might as well grab 2. And you bring it down to the ground. Yeah, not quite yet. Camera can't see it. All right. We're going to take our sun cells, 3 pieces, starting with arms and shoulders. Inhaling the arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. 2 more times here. Breathing in. And breathing out. 1 more time, observing the natural rhythm of the shoulders as the arms elevate, the shoulders As the arms descend, the shoulders descend. We'll add a forward fold and a back bend. Feel free to use those bricks, breathing in, lifting up. On the exhale, leading with the heart as you fold. Take a breath to lift chin and tail as we arc the back. Exhaling, strong tuck of the chin, strong tuck of the tail as we round the spine. Inhaling, leading with back heart, finding your neutral spine, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. Second one just like the first. Inhaling up. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Take a breath to arc. On the exhale, arching. Strong tuck of the chin, stretching out your back. Inhaling, leading with back heart, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. We've got one more to go. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Take a breath to arc. On the exhale, arching. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. Sunsal A, no vinyasa. Number 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Take a breath to arc the back. Now arching the spine, strong tuck of the chin as you ground down to the hands. Stepping one foot back and then the other as you find your down dog. As we hold down dog, I'll invite you to walk your dog. Bending one leg deeply and then the other. Moving back and forth between the sides. Seeing how your body feels this morning. What feels tight? What feels right? What feels somewhere in between? Finding that mind-body connection that's always there. What do you feel? And where do you feel it? From a place of movement back towards stillness. Long arms, long legs, long spine. Deep, full breath. Tail end of our breath. I'll invite you to bend the knees ever so slightly, lifting the tailbone just a little bit higher. Finding just a little more space in the low back. So it's a very distinct movement here. You want to bend both legs at the same time. You want to lift the tailbone and sink the low back. And then looking between the hands as you mindfully make your way to the front of your mat. Take a breath to create length. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Hands over head pose. Exhaling, standing tall. Up cue to plank this one. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, finding your forward fold. Take a breath to arc. Now strong tuck of the chin as you ground down to the hands, stepping one foot back and then the other, finding your plank. As we hold the plank, connecting head, hips, and heels. Connecting with a line of strength running through the center of yourself. A line of strength that supports your intention. Shoulders super, super, super engaged. Despite the effort of the action, an easeful quality to your breath. Watching as it flows in and out, like watching clouds drift by in the sky. Long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. As goes the breath, so goes the mind. Tail into that breath. Navel to spine as you lift the hips high. Back to down dog. Either holding it in stillness, seeing what comes up, or adding some movement, some swing, some sway, stirring it up. Finding that mind-body connection that's always there. What do you feel? And where do you feel it? Tail end of a breath, bending the knees ever so slightly, lifting the tailbone just a little bit higher. And then looking between the hands as you step or maybe jump it to the front of your mat. Take a breath to find length. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling, Urdhva Hastasana, hands over head pose. Exhaling, standing tall. We've got one more to go. This time I'll cue Vinyasa. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, finding your forward fold. Take a breath to arc the back. And then arching the spine, strong tuck of the chin as you find a push-up, any style. Let it be all about you. Exhaling into your push-up. So you want to find that push-up, there you go. Inhaling, finding your back bend, be it cobra or up dog, depending on whether the hips stay down or not. And then feel free to use the knees or not as you roll back over the toes, finding your down dog. Either holding it in stillness or again, stirring it up. What do you feel? And where do you feel it? As much about exploration as it is about exercise. One of the attributes that makes it yoga. Long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. Tail end of that breath, bending your knees ever so slightly, lifting the tailbone just a little bit higher. And then looking between the hands as you step or jump it to the front of your mat. Let an inhale bring length to the spine. Keeping that length as we fold again. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, standing tall. I'll invite you to face the camera, Kathy. A light press of your thumb against your sternum as you line up each finger. Watching your breath and coming back to your intention. I'll invite you to take your thumbs and touch your brow. Your intention is in your thoughts. Touching those thumbs to your lips. Your intention is in your words. Touching your thumbs to your heart. Your intention is in your actions. Lifting the chin tall to the crown as you roll your hands over, hands by your side. 3 ancillary breaths. Big breath in, the arms move out, the fingers widen. Let it sigh out through your mouth. Big breath in, the arms move out, the fingers widen. Let that breath slip out through pursed lips, almost like you're whistling. And a big breath in. And a big breath out. Let it sigh out through the nose. Hands come back to the heart. As you thank yourself for practicing yoga. And as we offer our practice out to each other. And to the world. The light within us honors and respects the light within you. And in this light, we are one. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Kathy, for practicing with me. Thank you all for practicing with us at home. Feel free to put any comments in the comment section, and we'll get to any pose that you'd like to see.
Namaste.
Namaste. Have a nice day.